Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Yep, that
Assalamu
was good.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to All Things Niqabi podcast, where we cover almost everything.
Basically everything.
Almost everything. My name is Aisha Mai, and this is my co-host, Carisha.
Assalamu alaikum.
I don't know why you are good before the show starts, but as soon as I hit that live button, you start lagging. I don't know what it's all about, but
I'm like, I don't.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
We're still
Inshallah,
here.
we'll get it together. Welcome. We made it to another week.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah,
Alhamdulillah.
everybody has been, if you were interested, our book of the month is dun, 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 dun. And Raised in an Islamic Household by Sheikh Muhammad and Salih Al-Munajid. That is the book that we're going to be covering today after we speak about current events and things like that. But that's the book of the month. We will read a little bit of the introduction. I think we only made it to 3 points the other day. But outside of that, we are then we're going to go on your own, but we're going to be asking questions, inshallah. Like, we're going to point out some things, ask you some questions so that, inshallah, it will help you to focus. Because when you are looking for something, you tend to read more focused with understanding than if you were just reading to read. Okay, so inshallah, you guys understand that process. Because this book has so much meat in there. So inshallah, we'll get into it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have like 5 questions. Carisha's going to have her 5 questions on what you should be looking for in the particular chapters that we're in, so that we can also get your feedback on it. Because you might be finding something that I didn't see, and I want to learn the most. So the best way that we can learn is by learning together. But mashallah, Carisha, how was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. It was quiet. Same old, same old. It's kids being crazy. Same old, same old. How was your weekend?
I went to go see Wonder Woman with Zakai. Well, with both of the kids went, but Zakai and I together we went to go see Wonder Woman 84. So WW84. I didn't know I didn't know that Wonder Woman flew. I never saw that. Because if she can fly, why does she need an invisible jet? I don't understand. I know we're talking
okay, that part I got
here. Just for everybody to know, this is a Marvel fictional character from the 1980s. It was very popular as a cartoon and also as a real life TV series. Like, if we look at it now, we think these stunts that they had back then really, really were bad, mashallah. But now they have a new movie out about it. And I was just like, I really wanted more of the backstory when she was like on the island with all of the Amazon women and things like that. I really wanted that. After, they touched on it a little bit, but it wasn't enough for me. So anyway, that's what we did. It was like a little dinner and a movie kind of thing with the boys. I like to do stuff like that. Well, my son invited me. He
saw that. We watched it. What was it? We watched it a month ago on the Fire Stick. We watched it. And now I'm not into Marvel's comics or any of those things like that, but my husband is super into them. So my adult life has been infused with Marvel Comics. And I've actually found some interesting ways where you can connect that to like Islam in a way in a lot of them, but that's a whole other story. But I actually did like that version of Wonder Woman. I got why she could fly. Remember the guy who I can't even remember his name now. The guy from her past.
The boyfriend. Or I think it was her husband, I guess.
Yeah, the guy. Remember she asked him. She said that's the one thing. That's the one thing that she could never learn how to do. So when he gave up his life so she could fight the world, he gave her a piece of him. He had the ability, it freed her. That was the only way she could be free. So when she kept running, she finally felt what it was like to fly because she gave up everything. That was the ultimate for her. So that was why. Remember in the movie, she's told him that. She said, I never knew how to fly. That's what I never got. I never could figure it out. Told her how easy it was. Remember, she couldn't fly until he died.
Oh, okay.
It was the moment after he died, remember?
Yes, I understand.
So that was a piece of him still be her. That like I got that part. Now the rest of it, I was like, it took me like 4 or 5 times to catch on, but I got that part.
I didn't know you went to go see it, but mashallah. So that's what I did this weekend.
Oh no, we watched it at home.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to find because I was going to go see.
HBO did a preview. We didn't go nowhere.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, other than that, I didn't do anything. Assalamu alaikum.
But that was a lot because we watched it like.
Welcome to our viewer. Welcome to All Things Niqab. We're just chit chatting right now, trying to figure out what we did with the weekend. I just really chilled out. That's all I did. I had a big job on Saturday, mashallah, alhamdulillah. But other than that, I didn't do anything. Yeah. Nothing special, nothing memorable, at least. That's what I should say. It's nothing memorable. But anyway, let's go through like
same here. But we are excited.
Oh, I did have
because Coming to America.
Oh, that's in 3 days.
I want to see that when it comes on this weekend. I want to see that.
Yeah, now that's a movie that I'm probably gonna have some popcorn with at home. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the movies now you can actually watch them at home. They have like streaming viewing, but like Wonder Woman, it was out for like 2 weeks. You could stream it. It was only out for like 2 weeks, and then it went only to in theaters. But
well, they're gonna
a lot of the movies now, especially since COVID, they've opened up the streaming option immediately.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do that because even I mean, we don't go outside like that anymore. But as speaking of current events, did you hear about Texas has 100% lifted all COVID stipulations or whatever?
Wait,
he has taken away the mask mandate and said that they are 100% open. I mean, I don't understand with 44,000 people have died in Texas alone from COVID, but whatever. I mean, these people really don't care about their people. I heard a little saying today. This person says America doesn't have feelings. America has interests. And so if you can't scream loud enough for people in America to be interested, it doesn't matter what what cause you're out there fighting for. You understand? So that was intriguing to me. America does not have feelings, it has interests. And we have lost Carisha, but she's going to come back. So let's get started on the book, shall we? So that's the news that I had. I don't know about anybody else, but I thought that that was interesting.
Okay.
There's Carisha. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, I hit something when I was looking up the Texas thing. Okay. Texas and Mississippi is what it's saying online.
They trying to kill us.
Oh my goodness.
These people do not care about people. I'm telling you, they don't care. And I'm sure Florida is next.
No.
I'm sure Florida is next because DeSantis.
I can see that.
Every time he comes up to the microphone, I don't even listen to him anymore. I haven't even listened to Trump's speech because I'm trying to figure out if he's gone, y'all need to keep him gone. We don't need to listen to not one more word from him. That's just my feeling about it. But I did also like.
I agree.
Yeah, he needs to just go away. Every other president goes away, you know, to let the new president do their work. You know, I mean, it's just.
Yep.
I mean,
but you get all the vacation pictures with them. You see them enjoying
Biden
life.
Does not care. Biden's in there working. He is actually doing things. There's actually things moving. You can see them moving. His press secretary, I was listening to her live today, and she is just outstanding. And even when she is uncomfortable, she does a very good job of presenting the office. You understand? Like today, they were trying to get her because
I know that. I know
that. Yeah. I really want to. Okay, so the question was from a female reporter that asked about this thing with Governor Cuomo. I don't know if you know about that, but because we're talking to the audience, Governor Cuomo, who was very good with this COVID thing, and I learned a lot from his briefings. Governor Cuomo, now there's 3 young ladies that have come out saying that he has been just inappropriate with them, right? Now one of them, I heard her whole story and it was like, so you know, it was one of those like, you are really reaching, honey. You know, like you're really reaching, like you're down scrubbing the bottom of that barrel and just grabbing for whatever you can, because it was just like conversations, but he never like put his hands on her or anything. I'm not judging anybody. I'll say that first of all. I'm not. Subhanallah, please. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I'm not judging anybody. I just think that it's just it becomes so inconvenient. It becomes so convenient that you just don't want to hear about it anymore. But anyway, the female reporter asked the press secretary why that Kamala, as the first female vice president, hasn't said something on behalf of the victims. And I'm like, this man hasn't been to court. Nothing has been proven. Like what? Just because she's a female, she's got to come out every time some female says something. She's got to come out and say something about it. Why? Why specifically? Just because she's a female? That just didn't even make any sense to me, the question. And I wish she would have said that, but you know, this is her profession and she knows better. And she just said that I speak for the office and they do not tolerate anything in their support of the Me Too, blah, 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 blah. I'm paraphrasing. And then the lady like doubled down on it. But what about them saying it themselves? And I was like, Why? These are allegations. That's what they are.
Why?
They're allegations. They're not truths. They're not facts. They're not substantiated. They're not charges. These are allegations. So it just, and then Governor Cuomo started the investigation on himself. So I mean, that to me, I'm really past the point of looking at the shiny light every time one of these politicians has somebody accusing them of things. Like Trump, I mean, we were at the bottom. He should have been gone as soon as, but now since they didn't get rid of Trump for, I mean, on tape saying these things, not just once, not just twice, but a zillion times. Now, for me, it's like I want to hear all the information before I be going, rah! You know, that's just me, though.
Yes. No, I'm with you on that fully. And my first thing is when I hear someone automatically go that way, yes, I'm a woman. Yes, I feel women concerns. But at the same time, I'm not a go women no matter what, and I'm going to make someone wrong just because they're a woman. And that sounded like to me, she wanted this, oh, we are women band together, men, this is what men do. But you can't make that decision based on an incident because we don't know all facts to the table. This didn't sound like a man gang doing what men do. Mm-hmm. This was a private moment. This was something that two adults experience. So I get why Kamala did. I'm with you fully because at the end of the day, you have to hear the sides. You have to see what's going on. So I'm just supposed to stand up and say I'm a woman and he's wrong. No,
because
then we would look at her like she wouldn't be a vice president.
What if it comes back that all of them are lying? What if it comes back that all of them are lying? Then she's gonna have to sit there and answer for that too. So she might as well just be very general. Just be very general and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. So that was the first news.
Exactly.
I did also want to talk about how President Biden has allowed, because this information, Trump had the information, but because he has a relationship with Saudi Arabia, he withheld the information. But anyway, after some kind of investigation, don't know if this was a neutral investigation or a left or a right investigation. All I know is some kind of investigation. Mm-hmm. And they came up that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, what's his name, Carisha? I know it's Mohammed. Okay. Mohammed bin. I know they call him MBS by short, but I don't know his full name. And check and see how many wives.
Yeah, I know the whole name. Mohammed bin
Carisha.
Mohammed bin Salman.
And check and see how many wives he has.
Oh, okay, got you. His name is Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz.
Yeah, so they call him MBS.
Let's see how many wives.
Bin Salem, right? SALEM.
Yeah, MBS. That's why. Okay. Yep, that's it. I'm looking.
So they have found out that he is directly responsible for the killing of this journalist. You know, this journalist that was very, very against MBS. We'll call him that for short, Mohammed bin Salem. This journalist was always going after him, and after connecting all the dots, this Crown Prince been going all over the world, like with like Saudi Arabians go somewhere else trying to escape, and he'll send somebody to go kill him. He's a gangster. So,
oh yeah, he's a thug.
Yeah, he's a thug.
Oh, he got one wife. One.
He just has one?
SBM. SBM is her name, Sarah bin Masur. Oh, yeah. Who is MBS wife? She's a princess.
Well, he's the crown prince, so of course she's the princess.
No, but they're saying that she was a princess as well, though. Is what they're saying.
Oh, is it his? I won't say that.
They've been married since 2006.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She doesn't travel with him. He keeps her very private and separate. There are no public photos of them together.
And there
are no public photos of them together. But she's been his wife since 2006. I'm not reading the gossip stuff. The facts, she's been his wife since 2006. They do take private trips together, and she does travel with him when he's doing business, but she's not out in the forefront with him or anything like that. They say she stays on the jet and he comes back. So nope.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, she's young.
That's
in
great.
Early 30s.
But you know what? There's Anyway, so that came out, and we don't know a lot because a lot of people from Saudi Arabia in that culture, a lot of people like they equate it as almost being like haram to talk about the royal family. You can't go around doing that. So we're not going to do it here either.
Yeah. No, that's why I was like, I'm not reading the gossip. Right. That's on you. The basics
you will not be knocking on my door with
the
Black Range
Basics are that way, and he keeps her separate. No. What we said was that's his wife.
Both of us is like, that's his wife.
She rolled where he want her to roll, because that's his wife. They do that. And they've been married.
Look, we have
that's his wife.
Information. We got this off Google, okay?
Nope.
Let's put that out there. Anyway, let's start talking about our book, honey. Oh, I want to go over. We did go over. Hold on, I think it was. Oh, we had notes. That's what it was. Notes. That's what it was.
Yes. And my favorite part in the notes was you can keep your safe time up in your house.
Right.
I can be up in mine. That right did it. I'm telling you. That right there is going to be my business card. That's going to be my business card. I meant to put that on my Facebook. That answers it all right.
You are so funny.
Why are you not at the cookout? Because I'm letting you sit up in there with your devil. Yeah.
Right.
I ain't trying to change.
Okay, so
I'm letting you do you. Beautiful.
I want us to go over the notes and everything before we keep going. So last week we showed you that the book of the month is Establishing an Islamic Home by Sheikh Mohammed and Salih Al-Munajid. Okay. These are the notes from last week. Number one, and we're on the introduction, and I think we made it to point 3. Hold on. The book is not a big book, so this is a perfect size book for a book club, actually. Well, I think so. So not too big, not too big.
I agree. And it's not overly detailed. It explains, but not so dramatic and graphic.
Right. Okay, I'm where we are. Now I gotta get my glasses. Where did I put them? All right, so introduction notes, Quranic verses that we came through was number 1, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made for you in your homes an abode. That came from Astaghfirullah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made for you in your homes an abode. That came from Quran Surah Al-Nahl, which is Surah number 16, ayat number 80. And number 2, and stay in your houses and do not display yourselves like that of the times of ignorance. That comes from Al-Azab, number 33, ayat 33. And number 3, he it is who drove out the disbelievers among the people of the scripture, the Jews of the tribe of Banu al-Nadir, from their homes at the first gathering. They destroyed their own dwellings with their own hands and the hands of the believers. Then take admonition, O you with eyes to see. And that came from Al-Hasr number 59 too. And we picked the quote of the day to be, the home is a place to protect oneself, to keep away from evil, and to keep one's own evil away from people. That was our favorite quote. As you can see, Carisha is still talking about it. And so what I learned from it was the great responsibility borne by the head of the household on the day of the reckoning. So if you are a husband, if you have a flock, if you are the imam and you like getting everybody to feel like that, you will be held accountable on the day of reckoning. So the choice of spouse is the utmost importance. For women, the choice of your husband is very important, because if he's not a very good protector, okay, and a protector also, to me, okay, a protector is also financial. You know, I want to be able to have transportation so I could get to where I'm going to get to. I want to be able to turn on the faucet and there's water. I want to flip the light and have light. I want to be able to come to the house without a notice on the door. Those are protections for you, okay? So when women are talking about being protectors, this is not a physical thing that we're talking about. It's when a woman actually feels protected. And it's different levels for every woman, but the woman needs to feel protected. And when a woman feels protected, usually that is when you are going to get the most out of her. You want somebody submissive? You want somebody loyal? You want somebody to learn how to cook the foods that you like? Then she's gotta feel protected, and she's got to feel like she is being provided for. So anyway, that was my takeaway from it. Carisha said that her takeaway from it was it's okay to allow people. Oh, let me put that back up. You know, I'm working on 2 screens. Okay, sorry. I know, right?
You know, that's my favorite thing. I'm a double screen girl. You know, I got this. Look, I got them all sitting right here.
I know.
In my little corner, like.
Pretty soon, if I get my coins in order, I'll have the 3. Because like already, you know, I've been going to the doctor about my shoulder, and they're already saying that I need to elevate my stuff. My stuff has to come up to like right here. So inshallah, we'll see how that goes. But let me get to your point. What you remembered was it's okay to allow people to keep their evil inside their own homes, right? Like, don't be bringing other people's problems to your house. Don't take these people's problems into your house. And don't be bringing your problems into their house. Okay? It goes both ways. All right. So that was,
and to me that goes full circle for every. To me that goes. It doesn't just say okay. To me that's a respect factor. That's a, because I don't have to look at you and tell you what you're doing wrong. That's your home. Your home is your peace. However you make your peace. So you're letting people be. You're respecting people. You're putting out what you want back in the same token. And then hypothetically, if you're married, that's the same token that you want with your spouse. You want the understanding that, okay, if this is where we live and I'm your wife and I am making this home peaceful, you're not going to bring in others who will disturb our peace. Exactly. Yes, you can still deal with others. I can still do, but as long as the people we're dealing with, that it's a good benefit. Yeah. To me, that goes to like one of those moral compasses how we deal with people. We don't have to tell each other to change or be different. We can accept. To me, that's an acceptance of a difference in someone.
Mm-hmm. You're looking for you got to find the person that you think you can tolerate, because everybody's messed up. So if you think everybody is crazy, then you're just looking for the amount of crazy that you can tolerate.
Yes.
So then you won't be disappointed if a little bit of crazy shows up. Anyway, we were getting to part 4 of our introduction. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
So what's the scenario? All right. We bust into songs sometimes.
Okay, let's see part 4 of
we are on page 15.
Yeah. Look, you look.
Where it says we're going to just start from the top. Do you want to read or you want me to read? Here we go.
You read.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Muslim can see the benefit of this advice when he is residing in a foreign land where he is unable to change much of the evil around him. Then he will have a refuge which, when he enters it, will protect him from doing haram things or looking at haram things, and will protect his wife from wanton display and unveiling, and will protect his children from bad company. So if you're looking at your home, when you were a little kid, you remember those superhero things where the people would have these superpowers and they would make up this invisible protective shield around them and their friends or whatever. Just if both of you, not just you, especially, and have this kind of discussion. I think that's what we're lacking a lot of. And I'm talking to myself first because my ears are closer. Is that there's no honest conversation, just raw conversation. Is like, look, when I think of my home, I think of this invisible shield, okay? And all this stuff coming in, it's going to hit this invisible shield, and it should bounce back and never actually enter in the home. However, I can't hold up the shield by myself, okay? Because if I'm holding up the shield, I'm not going to be able to cook or clean or take care of the children. Okay, so sometimes you're going to have to hold up the shield and let me go do some stuff. And then I'll come back, and then, but it has to be a work in progress. And as the children are getting older, they become guardians of the shield as well. That's my process of it, that, and then the children
you did
bigger and bigger as the kids, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should be protecting the family. So that's how I feel about that. All right, so number 4.
I like that.
We are on number 4, and it says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay.
People usually spend most of their time at home, especially when it is very hot or very cold, when it is raining, early or late in the day and after finishing work or school. So this time should be spent in worship and halal pursuits. Otherwise, it would be spent in wrongdoing. And you know what? And for those that are gonna
Mm.
say, you know what, but I don't look at haram things, and I don't do haram things, but I'm just home. I'm good. But being idle is can also be haram too, especially if you turned it into laziness, because we are
Mm.
not lazy. We are not miserly,
Mm.
as Muslims, as believers. So you have to be very careful because it does get comfortable.
Yeah.
Coronavirus has shown all of us what needs to be in our lives and what doesn't need to be in our lives, I think. So um
Mhm.
just always look at
Just
your intentions on the things that you're doing. So
exactly. And just because you're home and you're doing it doesn't mean it's not fitna. It's still, if it's wrong, it's fitna. Just because you're inside of your home, that doesn't mean you're covered from being seen.
right.
Doesn't mean your angels aren't writing notes. So don't think, oh, I'm home and I'm covered and I'm a good Muslim. No. You can do fitna in the house. There's a whole lot of things you could be watching, thoughts that can be going through your head, like we said about the Kamala thing. You could have a one-sided view, and you could say all men are dirt, or you could be a brother, and you could say all women are trash, and you could just be looking at stuff, thinking stuff. That's your fitna right there. You could. There's a lot of things you could not make salat. There's a lot of things
Oh,
that can still
yeah.
give you fitna inside of your home.
Absolutely. Alhamdulillah. All right, number 5, and most importantly, paying attention to the home is the most important means of building a Muslim society, because the society is formed of the households and the families that form its building blocks. Okay, households form neighborhoods and neighborhoods form societies. If the building blocks are sound, the society will be based on the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, standing firm in the face of enemies and filled with goodness that evil cannot penetrate. Then Muslim homes will produce pillars of society who will reform and guide it aright, and such as exemplary scholars, seekers of knowledge, sincere mujahideen, which are righteous wives, caring mothers, and all other types of reformers. That's why I think coronavirus has really affected the ummah, because we're not able to go to the masjid for many gatherings. I know some of them are trying to start back up, and inshallah we will be able to get back into it. But I have totally missed my ummah. I've missed them so much. It might have turned into a kind of
Me
sadness,
too.
a kind of sadness. Like I need those reminders.
Yeah.
I'm that
Mhm.
person that needs those. So
I want to smell the masala. I want to go and I want to go to the masala and smell the masala. Sometimes, like me and the kids, if we're just taking our ride
mm,
out, Mezika will say, "Let's just circle by the masjid." You not? I can get within 20 feet and know that it's right there, and I'm just like, I want to just go in the, like just and it really has. And a
mm,
lot of masjids, alhamdulillah, they've done amazing with creating a virtual setting for us all to incorporate everyone, but it's not the same. It's the hugs you get in the masjid. It's like going to a cookout or a family reunion. To me, I feel like when I go into the masjid,
right. It does. It
it's
feels
like
like I'm
you came
home.
and your home is there.
It always feels like I'm home doing that. So I
Yes,
know exactly how you feel. All right.
and like my babies have only Angry Birds only been to the masjid twice. Zaid has never been. Like, to me, that's depressing. Like that's so sad.
Oh,
Like, so I get that.
well, inshallah, we'll get it together. Because like I see
Inshallah.
the messages and they're having more and more
Okay.
events even here. So inshallah we'll figure it out. All right, let's keep going. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Because this
Inshallah.
subject is so important and our homes are full of so many shortcomings and evils and examples of negligence, this begs the very important question: what are the means of reforming our homes? Okay, so the first questions are what are the means of reforming our homes? That's the first question. Second question: the following contains advice on this
Okay.
topic. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala benefit us from it and cause the Muslims to focus their efforts on reviving the Muslim home. All of the following advice revolves around two things: achieving our interests, which is by establishing that which is right and good, and warding off evil by removing that which can cause it or bring it into our homes. Oh, I like that. Okay, so the question
Yeah, I
was,
did.
what are
Yeah.
the means?
So what evils could come in the house?
Wait, by establishing that
That's right.
which is right and good and
Mm-hmm.
warding off evil by removing that which can cause it or bring it into our homes. All right, so our first chapter, the very first chapter is called Forming the Household. So chapter 1, Forming the Household. You see that, Carisha? Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for joining All Things Niqabi podcast. Forming the Household.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But what is the first thing that we need to consider when forming the household? What's the first thing?
Okay. All right.
Okay. So what's the first thing? Do you know, Carisha?
I would say who you're bringing into the household. Who you're bringing into your household. That would be
the first one.
First. We know cleaning. We know all of that. That's what was coming to my mind. What are the hidden evils? The hidden evils. What are the things that we don't see and identify as an evil that's really an evil?
Well, in the first,
you know, that low key evil eye that you don't know is the evil eye.
Right. That's why they said the first one is making a good choice when choosing a spouse. That's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Alhamdulillah.
And in the Quran, it says, oh, I said I was going to read these. Okay. So we're going to find 5 questions and we're going to post those in the groups and also on the pages. It's going to be 5 questions that we need to answer by next Tuesday in regards to the first I think I'm going to say the first 3 chapters. That's only like 5 or 6 pages. Because I think those chapters are only 2 pages long.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
So it's only like 6 pages. Those for 3 chapters is only 6 pages. So we're going to post those up tomorrow, inshallah. We're going to post those up tomorrow, inshallah. So that'll give you guys a whole week to read those 6 pages, those first 3 chapters of the book, and we can come back and discuss it, inshallah. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Are we working out? And we're working out and doing the nutrition class, correct?
We're gonna talk and why it's important, and just go over like basic things, because I think too, especially with sitting and being complacent and not going out, there's so many different things we can do in the chair and different elements of our body, our posture, different things like that. So I thought it would be a good basis just to touch on those kind of things tomorrow.
Okay.
Just to help with basic structure and sitting and moving, like you said, putting everything up high at your desk to protect your shoulder. Little things we can do to keep our comforts so that they don't hurt us and stop our functionality. So we're going to do some functionality talk, household, and we're going to start with sitting, because we know as mothers, as women, when we get home, sometimes we just get comfortable and we sit. But how does that affect us, like you said?
Oh,
I got computer with I got my differences with different things going on.
I got my Slim V in today. I haven't even opened it yet. Do you know what the Slim V is, Carissa?
Oh, you haven't. Oh, okay. So you gotta let us know tomorrow.
No,
I'm about to ask you. Hold on. You know we need details.
You guys can't see it on me.
We need details. You got it.
So if you guys don't know what Slim V is, I'm about to show you, inshallah. So it comes in this box.
Inshallah. You know you can't just
it says, "You got this. You are amazing. You are beautiful." There's the website, slimv.com. There it is on the back. Tone and strengthen and firm. This is one of those. This is one of those TikTok made me buy it purchases.
You know what? You TikTok.
So I got
you in TikTok. Looking it up now. I had never heard of Slim V.
Yeah. So this is.
Oh, they got a quarantine.
What it is so I'm gonna put this on my stomach.
Oh.
See the little remotes?
Yeah. Oh, I had one of those.
Girl, this is not gonna do nothing.
Those the ab cruncher.
Yeah, but I got the abs.
I'm gonna tell you, years ago,
I got the abs, and I think I got the butt and the something else.
I'm going to tell you, years ago they did. We'll talk about it tomorrow, but you're going to wear it while we talk about it. No, years ago when they first came out, I worked for a company. And when they first came out, I worked for a company. They do work, and it's similar to what we're going to talk about sitting down and doing stomach crunches. It's giving you, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, but that goes along with what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's why I brought it out.
Inshallah for tomorrow.
But I got it like this.
I never heard of that.
This goes on the stomach, right? And then this, then I got this. I think this goes on the gluteus maximus.
That looks like bottom, yeah.
And then these, I don't know where these goes. I think these are arms.
Did you get the arms?
Yeah, I think these are
arms. That would be arms. The wings.
So I'm about to be lit up like a little poodle. And these
No, that's awesome. We can add that in our talk tomorrow.
Inshallah. Okay, so I'll tell you guys about it.
You know, we can always do. So I don't want us to do it. We don't know why we're doing it or what we're doing it for. Don't be. I used one years ago. I'll tell you, like I didn't like have benefit, and we'll talk about that.
You know, I have this little phobia. Like ever since I was a little girl, I always looked at myself and thought I was fat. Now I look at these pictures now and I'm like, how did I think I was fat? You see how skinny Zakai is? That's how skinny I was all the way into college. But in my mind,
oh wow!
In my mind, I wasn't that size. In my mind, I was like 300 pounds. Okay, so I had like little particular.
We're going to talk about that too on our Wednesday.
Well. Yeah, so I have this thing. Like even now, I buy size 2X, 3X in clothes, right? And so I had gone to this tailor, and this tailor kept saying, why do you keep buying this size clothes when all you just buy smaller clothes? I was like, and I told her, I said, in my mind, this is my size, you know, but maybe I'm like not proportioned somewhere, and that's why it's not fitting the way I want to. And she's just like, I know, I'm silly. I'm sorry. Anyway.
No, but that's real. That's real. That's why I think we should have some of these sit down and talks, because like with my regular clients, people don't realize it if they don't go to the gym. Getting yourself in better shape and working out is mental too. And there's aspects you have to expect what you have to see. When I'm teaching a whole class, and I'll just leave you with that. When I'm teaching a whole class, I have to look at each person's physique, their shape, how their shoulders, how they walk, because I could tell you how to do a movement, but the person right next to you is going to be doing it correctly, but they're going to be standing completely different than you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's not one way to see this. There's not one way. You got to be able to have a realistic view of yourself. If not, your workout goals aren't going to get you to where you want them to get you, because you're doing things that are counterproductive. So this will be good.
Okay.
And we'll add in your Slim V, because I never heard of that brand. But we'll talk about it.
It's one of those TikTok baby buy it.
It's Shauna Low.
I mean, you know, I'm kind of bored right now. So anyway.
What?
Yeah, I'm kind of, you know, this is the anyway, I'll tell you about it. Anyway, also Tasted Thursday.
Okay, now I want to see the TikTok.
Nah, she wants to see the TikTok.
Yes.
What are we doing for Tasted Thursday? Yes. All of that will be posted up tomorrow, inshallah. Inshallah. So we thank you for joining us today. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about politics. We talked about Saudi Arabia. We talked about the book. We talked about nutrition. We talked about Slim V. We talked about TikTok. Inshallah, you enjoyed it. Come back anytime you feel like it. But Carisha, what in particular should they be doing?
They should like, share, even if you shared it before, do it again. Subscribe. Click the bell so you can do you, live your life, but inshallah, still be with us. And we are accepting donations at allthingsniqab.com. And our Cash App is the $, allthingsniqab, and number 1.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. My name is Aisha Mai, and this right here is my co-host, Carisha.
Assalamu alaikum.
And we appreciate you joining us today. This is All Things to Come podcast, where we cover almost everything.
Everything.
Almost everything. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Assalamu alaikum.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Inshallah.